Hi, I'm Julie Weber at Liberate Ministries, and today's topic is a global memorial service. All my information is quoted from my Lady Liberty workbook on pages 41, 44, 133 through 136, and 149. Well, welcome. This special event is set aside to honor God, the true healer and the one who forgives us of our sins. It is His amazing love for us that allows us to confidently say in Isaiah 1:18, "Come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool." This day, Friday, July 30th of 2017, we honor the truth and memorialize all the children whose lives were altered by abortion, all the children whose lives were altered by miscarriage. You know, the results of abortion and miscarriage are the same. The termination of a pregnancy before the fetus could survive on its own. This explains why mothers who miscarry and those who abort share some of the same experience following their losses. Please let God, the author of peace, by His Spirit, comfort us with the knowledge that these children are in the care of Jesus in His home in heaven. We honor all of the following unborn children globally who have been aborted and miscarried from these continents today: Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Oceania, and Europe. Opening prayer. God, please be present at this time. We look to You to help us do justice to this occasion where we honor our aborted and miscarried children. Guide us and direct us as we give this time to You. Give us strength to see this memorial service through. Amen. Significance of the event. It is an amazing milestone for us to come forward and acknowledge the children that we aborted. Why? Because there is no accountability today. As individuals and as nations, we are not taking responsibility for our babies. However, this is not true for us as we go through this service. Well, why a memorial service? Whenever a significant event occurred between God and the Israelites, they would create a memorial so that the event would not be diminished in their lives. Without the memorial, it would be possible for us to forget all of the hard work and progress that we have made. A memorial accomplishes three things. Number one, it allows us to formally dedicate our children to God. I know from God's word that He watches over everything dedicated to Him. Number two, it marks and solidifies and memorializes the healing progress that we have made. Today, Friday, July 30th of 2017, marks the day that we received healing. God knows it, we acknowledge it, and Satan knows it. Number three, it provides a new beginning for us to walk free from guilt and shame. So based upon our new identity in Christ, no longer will we be bound by the patterns of behavior and attitudes that we formerly held. Let's read about King David. The following story can be found in 2 Samuel 12:16 through 23. King David actually arranged for the death of a man so that he could fulfill his sexual desire with the man's wife. The prophet Nathan comes to see David to try and get him to confess. It works. And David realizes that he has sinned against no one but God. He repents to God, and God forgives him. But the child is struck with a sickness. So I'm going to read the rest of the story found in 2 Samuel 12:16 through 23. And I invite you to follow along as I read. David therefore inquired of God for the child, and David fasted and went and lay all night on the ground. The elders of his household stood beside him in order to raise him up from the ground, but he was unwilling and would not eat food with them. Then it happened on the 7th day that the child died. And the servants of David were afraid to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, Behold, while the child was still alive, we spoke to him, and he did not listen to our voice. So how then can we tell him that the child is dead, since he might do harm to himself? But when David saw that the servants were whispering together, David perceived that the child was dead. So David said to his servants, Is the child dead? And they said, He is dead. So David arose from the ground, washed and anointed himself, and changed his clothes, and he came into the house of the Lord, and worshipped. Then he came to his own house, and when he requested, he set food before him, and he ate. Then his servants said to him, What is this thing that you had done? While the child was alive, you fasted and wept, but when the child died, you arose and ate food. He said, While the child was still alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who knows? The Lord may be gracious to me, that the child may live. But now he has died. Why should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I will go to him, but he will not return to me. Did you catch that? King David says that he will go to the child. This verse gives me hope that I will be united with my children in heaven. King David is often referred to as a man after God's own heart. Well, I am a woman after God's own heart. I am here because I want to make things right with you, God. You are people after God's own heart. You are here because you want to make things right with God. Laying grief down. When Jesus was born, he was wrapped in swaddling cloth. It was a sign for the shepherds to find him. Since all newborn babies, when born, are wrapped in some type of cloth, I have a swaddling cloth here that I am using to represent all the babies who were not born. And I'm going to lay this down, signifying that we are ending global grief. Sharing your story. We all have a story that has brought us to this point in life. I wish that I could tell you that everyone you encounter from now on or share your story with will understand you and be excited about what God has done in your life. But I can't. In fact, there will be many who don't understand or don't even want to understand. My advice is this. Don't take your eyes off of God. Listen to him instead of those who may seek to discourage you. You have experienced healing from God. They may be hurting too badly or haven't yet experienced what you have. Don't abandon your healing and move down to their level. Instead, reach down and encourage them to step up to where you are living by seeking God for their own healing. Name your children. My child, I name you now. Though I chose not to keep you then, your life cut short, moments after it began. What would you have looked like? What things would you have done? Looking back, I can only wonder. As your mother, sadly, I cannot bring you back. I can only honor you with an I am creating a possible new memory. A memorial service creates a new memory. When you think back on your abortions, what comes to your mind is a remembrance of yourself aborting your child and all the circumstances of the time. That is the only remembrance you have of yourself with your child who was alive for a brief time on this earth in your womb. After you aborted your child, shame likely came upon you. It became a hidden thing that you did. Every time you think about the abortion, you might feel that shame all over again. This could be the only memory you have of that child. Working on your healing creates new memory. You will still see yourself aborting your child, but then you will see the new memory of you making things right with God. By coming forth, speaking out, taking responsibility, and claiming your child and naming them, the new memory created is open and honoring. It is exactly the opposite of shame. Dedication. One day children were brought to Jesus in the hope that he would lay hands on them and pray over them. The disciples shooed them off, but Jesus intervened. And in Matthew 19:13 through 15, we read, "Let the children alone. Don't prevent them from coming to me." God's kingdom is made up of people like these. After laying hands on them, he left. Jesus was able to physically lay his hands on the children when he lived on earth. I can't do this physically, but I can reach out to them in prayer and pray like he did. Jesus, I reach out to all of the unborn children globally today. I dedicate them to you. Those that have names and those who are not yet named, I pray that you would watch over them and keep them safe until we are reunited with them. Thank you, Jesus. Closing prayer. God, we glorify you for the healing that has been memorialized today. Bless all who are present. Help us to realize the deepness of your love and your mercy for us. Renew us as we go forward in your purpose. Amen. Congratulations. You have accomplished much. I am proud of you. Remember, God loves you. This is an emotional time for you. I suggest you may want to eat something after the memorial service. Also, you might want to refrain from doing a lot of activity that requires focused attention. It is very special time. Let it soak in. Do not rush the experience. Thanks for watching. Live life liberated.